Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome yet to another video. Today I'm gonna be showing you and talking about the tank build for raiding from my boy Shreds. That's his setup. Let me tell you, tanking for with warrior is absolutely bonkers. I mean, the damage it does, as you can see, it's almost like just DPS warrior. It's really crazy what it can pull off in terms of deeps, especially with some of you might recognize his main and sword is from the raid, so if you have that weapon, it just goes crazy. Thanks to Devastate, which we run on the gloves, which is basically Thunder armor that deals damage, we have more chances of proccing Wild Strikes, aka Wind Fury. So, and because of I've taken damage from the boss, no problem with rage generation at all. And even as you can see, normal mobs in this phase on this boss, that's why I showcase it. As a tank, it's no problem to kill these mobs for the portal. Luckily, a teammate found it first. But yeah, I mean, the tank build is essentially even DPS build. Also, me maining DPS warrior, I find tank warrior the best when it comes to threat, keeping threat. It's just phenomenal. I haven't had problems running with paladin. Well, I have never ran with druid, but yeah. Overall, when it comes to threat, I think warrior is unbeatable. Not only because of the damage it does, but also because of the threat that Thunder is actually pulling. And you also have time, thanks to the high amount of rage, you also have time to get some heroic strikes off, which also increase generation. But this was the second to last boss. I'm gonna show you the last boss right now. AK Akumai. Same story here. Basically, a rotation on the target is pretty much, if things go south, you could just pop some shield block in between, but you should not have problems with that at all if you have a priest healer, because priests are also broken as healers, smile. But as a warrior, you just go with Thunder armor spamming, aka Devastate. We have that on gloves. And then if you have extra rage, if you're overcapping rage, you just throw in some heroic strikes, and that's pretty much it. I'll show you talents later on. Also, the runes in this footage, Shreds was running Flagellation, but that's not the way. He was just testing it. Obviously, Raging Blow would be the best, so you would also implement Raging Blow in your rotation on cooldown. And you know, we have non-stop enrage thanks to the rune on pants, Gonzu by Rage, but that gives you an enrage if you're above 80 rage. So you wanna, it's the same like DPS Warrior, you wanna dip below 80 and through 80 to proc enrage on cooldown, pretty much, if you will. So you have the buff non-stop. So it's the same. As you can see, just pulled it's pulling like top deeps in the meter. It's just insane on the last boss. But here with the stacks, you can just cleanse them, cleave the ads down, no problem. If you have multiple targets, how to keep threat, you basically just swap targets and apply sunders. Like back and forth between targets, apply sunders, because that applies threat. So don't forget about that. If you're engineer, it's also coming in handy for a tank to keep aggro thanks to dynamite, both AoE and single target on the bosses. So I could also recommend that. If you want to go for extra parses, you could just pop retaliation in battle stance and go with that for parses and Warcraft logs, but that's just like literal min-max that you could do. And yeah, as you can see, this boss is just no problem. Pulling 200 deeps on Protection Warrior, that's just crazy. It is almost full biz though, next to full biz, so there is that, but still, as a tank, insane. So this was the footage from the run. I'll show you the gear now. So first things first, we got the headpiece. The stats you want to focus on for this build are strength, because it increases your block chance as well. So strength also increases your AP, you know, thanks to that you have higher damage, which means easier threat keeping. You would want some stamina, of course, obviously, but also don't forget agility is pretty important too. It gives you armor, dodge chance, you don't really care about that. It gives you also crit, and crit means, you know, again, more damage. So this is the headpiece from the last boss from the raid, but I recommend, if you don't have a raid gear, I recommend the headpiece from Class Quest from Warrior. You first need to complete the chest piece, and then you can unlock the headpiece and the gloves, I believe. And you will be able to get it in Red Rage. Here we got the amulet, strength, agility from raid, shoulders with high stamina. That's the cloak from rank 3 PvP. Here we got the set chest piece. You can go with the blacksmithing one for hit chance if you have that. Wrist, same story here. We get a weapon from a revered silver ring. I recommend any slow main hand, like the one from Dead Mines could work too. We get a shield heal from SFK. SFK overall is very good loot for tanks. The bow from the raid. A trinket from a rank 2, I believe, or rank 1. Rank 1. Or it's friendly actually from the reputation. Yeah. This is from the raid trinket. We get the ring from Stockgate questline for Alliance. Here we have the ring from SFK once again. The boots, set boots, the pants from Westfall, belt from Wailing Caverns, and lastly we get leatherworking gloves for hit chance. The runes here are Raging Blow on chest piece, Consumed by Rage on the pants, and Devastate on the gloves, as you can see. When it comes to talents here, we go full parry. So have a good parry chance. You get Rend, Deep Wounds, and just the last 3 points we go with Cruelty. There we go, for crit chance, extra aggro and all that. So if you have any questions, hit me in the comment section. I also stream every day. I will have the link in the top comments, pinned comments. Shout out to my boy Shreds, thank you very much for that. And chat, or everyone, Happy New Year. I will not be here until the 1st, so Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you all for the continuous support. I wouldn't be here doing this without you. So until then, you guys take it easy and peace.